Hey guys, and welcome back. Today's video is going to be about personas and what personas are and the little tips and tricks you can do with personas. So let's open forward and let's go to our persona. I'm just going to close this for now. And there it is. So this is my persona and it looks exactly as the resume that I made around 2 to 3 years ago. So now you don't need to use the persona as your own resume builder. It's a bonus add-on that you can if you want to. If you feel that your resume isn't really structured or you want to make a new one, you can definitely use a persona as a resume builder. But there's another reason why you should use your persona as your own resume builder. Now, as you can see, I have written quite a few different experiences that I have. One is cloud, the other one's full stack, and the last one is with my aerospace. Now, these are old experiences which I had, and they're not the best written. At that point in time, I used whatever's out there and managed to get 4 points for each of these roles. And you know what? Let's just see what happens first. Let's just see what this persona gives us. So I am going to just go my persona. As you can see, I've hidden my full stack developer and aerospace role. So we're only going to be using this. Okay. And as I said last time, you don't have to use the persona as your own resume builder. If you just want to use it for forward to give you matches, you just have to fill out stuff in the yellow boxes. So, use Docker to streamline app environments, managing and deploying images on Azure and GitHub Container Registries, slashing development time from 40 hours to 3 hours. Now, the first two things make sense, but what does this mean? Right? And that's what I mean. It's trying to say stuff but doesn't mean anything. So this isn't the best written, right? But let's just see what happens when you use this experience on forward. So I'm just gonna save it and I'm gonna go on forward. Um, and I'm gonna use close matching for now. Just stay on close for this video. 1 to 3 years, no preference. Okay, let's run it. Let's see what we get. The reason I want to stay with close is because, as I said, uh, forward tries to give you jobs that really only has the information that you have put over here. So the more you write, you'll find jobs with more requirements and responsibilities. The less you write, it will really try to get you jobs that only has requirements and responsibilities that match what you have written over here. Like let me show you what I mean. Let's go to matches and let's look at my top match. View details, and as you can see, implement and manage CI/CD pipelines for ML models using Kubernetes, Docker, orchestration frameworks. Utilize MLOps. And yeah, this is pretty much what I tried to do, but in a just a bit more of a better way of putting it. I could have just written it like that. That's another thing. In order to optimize your resume for the ATS, Close really helps you give really helps by giving you jobs that has this information. So now you can use this and use these keywords and replace these keywords over here or add these keywords over here, and it would really help passing the ATS checks. So coming back down, let's see a couple more stuff. You know what? Let's check this one. Let's see what this one is like. And ooh, okay, this is pretty interesting. This is supposed to be my weakest match because it's the last one, but I see something over here. Azure Cosmos DB. Now, if you look over here, administer MongoDB databases on Azure. Now, the only way to administer MongoDB databases on Azure is by using Cosmos DB. And this is one of the very, very important perks about forward is that it doesn't just do a keyword to keyword match. It tries to understand what you have said and gives you matches that match your context basically. So administered MongoDB databases on Azure is the same as using Azure Cosmos DB because that's the way you do it. Azure Cosmos DB has a MongoDB API or uses the MongoDB API, right? And I like these matches. I would definitely go and apply to all of these. But now let's try to improve these, right? Let's see what we can do to improve these matches and what changes we can make over here. Just close this back and let's go and edit. Okay. So, every experience, so every section of forward that has sort of this experience like input or format has this button called enhance. Now this is your resume enhancer. What this enhancer does is that it takes in these experiences that you've already written and it asks you a bunch of questions, and when you finish writing the answers, it uses all the information to give you a much more structured and a clear way of just saying what you want to say. Okay, so let's go back over here and let's see. Okay, I think there's a lot more I can say over here besides just these points. So let me use these as a reference. By the way, you don't have to use these. You can just leave this empty. And if you don't know what to write, it's okay. You can directly just go and, write over here itself. Okay. So I have written this. Okay. And let's see what happens. Let's submit it and ooh, let's see what happens. I'm pretty sure I can. Okay, wow. All right. Already there's a lot more. Now, this has made it a lot clearer and it has added more things to it. It has added more context. It has added more keywords, and all of this is true. So, let's see what happens when we use this information to search for a job. So I'm gonna save it and I'm gonna open forward again and let's see what happens. Start. um Same thing. Let me just run it, and hopefully it should give us a little bit more jobs. It was 5 last time, it was 7 now. Let's see. It's the same machine learning engineer because it is exactly what I've written, but let's see what else it has given me. Okay, I think these I actually forgot. I think this was different. I think this is different. Let's see. Collaborate with stakeholders to define MLOps strategies align with business. Okay. MMOs, it's about CI/CD, computer science, and it basically talks about the same exact thing that I've written. But let's just look at this match data engineer fast global. Yes, this is different. Design and implement data and analytical solution Microsoft Azure. Create and maintain data pipelines for data movement, transformation, and integration. Collaborate with data analysts and scientists. This is great. Yeah, this is great. I would apply to this if this was my experience and this is what I specialized in. I would definitely apply to this. So, as you can see, just by changing and enhancing, you do get more jobs. Now, closed jobs, as I said, it really tries to get only what you have written over here. But now, let's move on to another very special feature of forward, right? And that is right at the bottom over here, which is your wish experience. Now, what is a wish experience? Wish experience are experiences that you don't have currently but you wish you had. So imagine that my full stack, like my front end and back end experience, I didn't have it, right? Only thing I did was just for 2 years I only did MLOps. I only dealt with deployment, right? And I want to change my career. I want to get more into front end. I want to get more into back end. I just want to see what other jobs that are out there that could utilize my current experience, but also allow me to learn something new, right? If I want to change my industry or if I want to, learn something new, what would it look like? Right. And I think this is the part where a lot of us job seekers really struggle with because we don't really know what to write when it comes to trying to find jobs that are out of the industry. So let's take let's take a sample resume from somewhere, or let's find a couple of job descriptions that might have what we are looking for. We can then take the information and put it onto Wish Experience. Now you can put it over here itself. You can put that experience just here. But the Wish Experience means that, or the thing about Wish Experience is that it doesn't end up in your resume when you want to download it because you don't have it, right? So that's why we have made a separate section where you can just have all your Wish experiences. Again, you can hide it, unhide it. So I've hidden it, and now let's unhide it now and see what happens when we use this experience along with this experience, and let's see what type of jobs it brings us, right? And just to give you some time, it's all about full stack experience and also this front end. So let's save it, open forward again. And yes, same thing, run. Let's see what matches it gives us. And, that's the whole thing about forward. It's about exploring, it's about going, writing what you think you might want, in your own words, using the enhancer to then polish it up. And oh wow, okay, it did give us more jobs. I'm very curious to see what it brings. But as I was saying, it's all about exploring and understanding. And in just a couple of days, you'll be able to understand a lot more about the industry, and you'll be able to understand a lot more just about yourself and what you want and what you have and what you need to get there. So let's see what matches it gave us. Okay, this we already had, blah, 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 and let's go here, software. Okay, software engineer robot cloud platform. I am interested in this. Let's see what this is. Build microservices for reliable communication between robots and fleet management services, cloud services. Utilize product sense and low-level systems in complex networks. Bachelor's degree. Work with backend systems and frameworks like Node.js, Express. Have knowledge of web service and technology. So this is a bit more on the backend side, right? But it also talks about cloud and cloud infrastructure and managing cloud services. So it has used information from my cloud, and it has used information from here to give me this. This is pretty cool. I do like it. Let's look at backend engineer at iHelp Labs. Okay, there's a lot more over here. So design and implement backend service using APIs using Java Spring Boot. Okay. Um, understand, execute, manage DevOps related tasks. Dockerize backend applications using MongoDB. Conduct code reviews. And yeah, now proficiency in backend development using Node.js. Okay, which I do have. Azure, AWS, Google Cloud Experience, which I do. RESTful APIs. So DevOps, Docker, it really does have both NoSQL databases, right? We talked about that earlier, and it really does have requirements responsibility that has to do with both of these. And I think, and that's what forward is all about, as I'm repeating it again, repeating myself again a lot of times, but it's about just learning and exploring. And so yeah, that's pretty much it. And we put around 10,000 jobs every single day across multiple different fields in STEM. We are going to branch out. We're going to add more jobs in STEM. We're going to add more jobs in other fields as well. And as more and more jobs are added, you should also see your results increasing as well. And that's pretty much it. In my next video, I will talk a lot more about how to use Forward, the extension. Better, some tips and tricks how you can use Forward to upskill, how you can track, how you can just use it better, right? And what's the best way to use it. That's pretty much it. Check out Forward. Check out the links in whatever in the description or the post I'm gonna make. And yeah, just follow us, follow my journey, follow our journey, follow the Forward journey, and let's just keep moving forward, one step at a time, right? Nice. See you guys later. Bye bye.